This new Pain Priest is actually really strong, and I did manage to hit easy top 100 legend with it, with 6 wins 0 losses all the way from Diamond 4. People don't know what to expect from it, it's super fast and it has a lot of reach, so it's very strong in the current meta, and in this video I'm gonna do my best to help you learn what you can do and expect from a deck like this. So if you enjoy the content, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can hire for some Hearthstone coaching, and you can be sure I'll do my best to make you a better Hearthstone player. Now, let's check out the deck.
Prepared.
Here's the deck I used, and I did try this deck a few days ago as well, but I had very bad results with it, so I didn't make a video, even though I did feel like the deck has something to go for it. And this is a new iteration. Rise was here, actually did super well with something close to this, but I removed Pip from this one because I really didn't feel like it's doing all that much for me. And instead I slapped in a Haywire module, Power module Zilly, and that can carry games. A couple interesting new inclusions in this deck would be the Shadow Ascendants, as well as the Brain Masseuses, and also a couple of Powered Chord Synchros, and these really help the deck shine. The main idea about this deck is you have a lot of early game aggro stuff, and you can definitely swarm the board nicely, because you have plenty of very powerful 1-drops, you curve into some pretty nasty 2-drops, the Orbital Halo, the Power Chord Synchro, the Shadow Ascendant are very nice buffs, and you can also buff a lot with things like Mixologist and stuff, so yeah, it definitely has a lot of early aggression like that, and that helps you curve extremely well into your mid game, where you have tons of burn damage from hand, with things like Acupuncture, as well as Shadow Touch Kvaldirs, which help you deal 16 damage from your Holy Spring Waters, which is also awesome. Ethereal Oracles also gives you ton of damage, and on turn 7 you can Oracle into 5 damage Acupuncture, into 5 damage Hot Coals, and that's super big, because it also deals 10 damage to the opponent's face while dealing 5 damage to the board. That's the gist of the deck. Now let's go through the cards. We have a couple of Acupunctures, which is excellent reach damage for you. You want to be using this either to spell burst your Overzealous Healer, or to activate your spell burst on Ethereal Oracle, or to deal damage to yourself for Hot Coals. But if you can, try to save this as a finisher, because you also dropped yourself a little bit lower, so that's not super fun for you. You also have a couple of Brain Masseuses, pretty strong 1-drops, super powerful, like a 1-drop 2/4, say less. Really good minion to curve out with in the early turns, and also help it stick for very long. Miracle Salesman is also an above average 1-drop. It also gives you a 1-mana oil, which you could use on turn 4 to actually trigger Ethereal Oracle like that. You could also just straight up use it to activate Overzealous Healer. And you can also deal damage with it if you have spell damage with the Ethereal, so there's that too. We have a single copy of Nightshade Tea. You could use this again to activate spell burst effects, you could use it for Hot Coals, and you could use it to control the board, obviously. It has to go on a minion, however, so if the board is empty and you really want a spell burst, you're gonna have to damage your own thing, which is not great. And also another thing to keep note of is if Ethereal Oracle actually increases the damage you take as well, so if you're planning to use a couple of these with the Oracle, maybe use the first one without spell damage if you don't need the extra damage, and then Ethereal Oracle Nightshade, so you can spell burst and take 3 damage instead of 2 damage on that time. We have the Overzealous Healer, pretty amazing 1-drop, obviously it's a free so it must be amazing, but you have to actually use a spell for this guy to not heal the opponent back to full, basically. And something you need to think about is you can't play this into Orbital Halo onto it, because it's gonna spell burst silence this minion, so it's gonna be back to a 3/3. Yes, it's not gonna heal, but it's also not gonna get Divine Shield plus statted, so there's that. Also buffing this guy with Shadow Ascendant without activating the spell burst is also not a great idea, because once you do cast the spell, he is gonna lose the +1/+1 he got. Same with Power Chord Synchro. You basically get the picture. You wanna use a different spell before you actually start buffing this guy if you wanna stick that buff onto it. The Shadow Touch Kvaldirs are absolutely amazing in this deck, and the effect these guys give is for the next healing effect you do, not this turn but ever. So technically you could be tempoing this guy on turn 1 and actually use your 8 damage Holy Spring Water to the opponent's face on turn 7 or something, as long as you remember not to heal your face or something else in the meantime. But it's usually a good idea to save this guy in your hand for the time where you actually want to be doing big boy damage, because like I said, a lot of opponents actually don't know they should be expecting this thing out of you, so you could save this as a surprise lethal out later, and that can be pretty good for you. Couple of gold banners help you with the card draw. Very nice minion to stick for a while, especially with a Shadow Ascendant. And you could also consider copying him with Power Chord Synchro, because the deck does run out of steam if you don't handle your resources well. The Holy Spring Waters, 99% are going to be used for the opponent's face with the Shadow Touched, but in some situations you might just want to heal your own face. And don't forget, you could also heal a minion with this for like 2, and after that get a 1 mana deal 6 damage or 6 healing, depending if you use the 1-drop or not, so you could be flexible with it is what I'm trying to say. Orbital Halo, also pretty awesome, especially if you do this as soon as turn 1, like Brain Masseuse into Orbital Halo, that's absolutely amazing. That's literally a turn 1 4-5 with Divine Shield, so super strong and hard to deal with for the opponents. Like I said, do not use it on the overzealous healer though. Power Chord Synchro, super good as well, getting yourself extra copies of your good 1-drops, your Gold Banner, your Ethereal Oracle. Those would be your best targets, but technically you could even use it on things like Mixologist or Grifta, because those can also be interesting. Shadow Ascendants, absolutely amazing in the deck, make it very hard for the opponent to actually handle your early game boards, because not only they gotta kill this thing, but also the buffed up thing you just buffed, so very, very nasty to deal with. And turn 1, coin this guy out, into turn 2, coin another one, and suddenly you have a couple of 3/4s that are gonna keep on buffing themselves, so that can be super awesome. Ethereal Oracles, usually you play them around turn 4 or turn 7 if you want to be using them as finishers. But you definitely want to be using the first one around turn 4 so you can draw a bunch of stuff. But like I said, on turn 7, comboed off with Acupuncture and Hot Coals can be absolutely brutal. Another thing you need to know about Ethereal Oracle is the spell damage does not increase the damage from Holy Spring Water, nor the healing, so something to think about. But it does increase the damage from Nightshade Tea, both for the opponent and for yourself. And you could also deal 4 damage with Mixologist that way, which is also something to think about, or 7 damage from Grifta, I guess. Gorgonzormu, pretty nice on curve, obviously. And don't wait too long for the cheese, like 2-drops, 3-drops are usually perfectly fine for you if you don't have anything better to do. And also, even with 2-drops, if you plan on playing Mixologist after that, if you get the +2 health buff, that would be absolutely massive. So it's definitely a very nice thing to be doing. Like coin this guy on turn 2, play the cheese on turn 3, Mixologist on 4 and buff him, and that's usually very hard for most. Hot Coals is one of your only ways to deal AoE damage. I mean, it is literally the only way, unless you discover some from Mixologist, but that also deals damage to your stuff. So be careful using it too loosely. You don't want to just use it for phase damage in the early turns at least. Later on, obviously you could, but in the first few, you probably would rather save it for when the go and get stuff, if it's gonna get stuff, that is. Mixologist, usually you want to be going for a card draw, for free damage, for +2 health. There are also a bunch of other not so great options for you, like gain 4 armor, freeze a minion could be nice, summoning a 2/2 not that hot, but if you combo it with gain +2 health it could be nice. And I think if you discover +2 health in the first batch, and then you discover or summon a 2/2 for you, it's actually gonna summon the 2/2 first and then give the +2 health, so keep that in mind. We also have Grifta in here. You want to be going for the 6 damage or the take control of an enemy minion. Those two would be best for you. But obviously if you don't get those, getting yourself some card draw could be nice. Just don't think you could be using the heal 12 comboed off with Shadow Touch. It's not gonna work that way. It heals your own hero, so Shadow Touch is gonna deal 12 damage for you that way. And lastly we have Ziliax. Like I said, I made him Haywire plus Power Module, and that can be absolutely awesome. Literally wins games on the spot on turn 3, turn 4 if the board is empty for him and the opponent doesn't have great ways to deal with it. So it's definitely a pretty valid option for this deck. Matchup-wise, we don't have much stats. I can tell you we did amazingly well against Druids, we won against Rogues, and all around the deck felt really, really strong. I'm not sure Death Knights are going to be your friend, however, but all around I do believe the deck is in a very, very strong spot right now, so definitely give it a try. Mulligan-wise, going first and second, you're always going to want your good 1-drops. You're going to want to curve into your good 2-drops like Shadow Ascendant or Gold Banner. Holding on to Gorgonzormu is a great idea. If you're curving into Mixologist, that can be a keep. If you're curving into Ziliax, that can be huge against most opponents. Like I said, be careful with the overzealous, and Orbital Halo is always going to be a heap as well, especially if it's in the middle of your hand, because odds of you discounting it on turn 1, turn 2 are pretty high. Going second, you could even consider things like Hot Calls, I'd say, if you're expecting the opponent to be board-centric, but it's usually not something you hold on to, and going second, Ethereal Oracle might also be a good consideration, because you're going to be able to do a turn 3 plus coin activation, so that can be pretty nice. All around, that's it for the deck. It's not expensive, it's basically a budget deck, because everybody has Gorgon Zormu, Grifta everybody should have, Ziliax everybody should have, so all around all the legendaries are MVPs. I think Mixologist was obtainable for free, I could be wrong on that one, but either way it's also an excellent card for a lot of decks. And the rest is commons and rares, so very very affordable, very strong. Hope you enjoyed the guide. Now let's check out some of my games on my road to top 100 legend, where we did actually enter legend at 70 something, so very strong stuff. Even though the first few games are in Diamond 4, we're still playing against top 100 legend MMR players, so the games are definitely pretty high quality. Hope you enjoy. I think you can also unlock emotes with channel points or some shit. I really don't think Pip does all that much for me in this deck. Ziliax never hurt nobody. What kind of Ziliax? Self-damaging one. Cheap one. I think I'm down with that. It hurts when I priest. I crack myself up. Thank you for the follow, Jonathan. Go. Lunara.
A new song begins.
Okay, I like that. I like that. That's kind of sick. Lupus. If I coin out a Shadow, that might also be pretty bonkers, honestly. Shadow into Shadow. Next turn they're gonna start buffing each other. They're gonna go out of range for swipes and shit, but I'm just gonna do this. Let's just go hard. Should be a pretty easy game. Druids don't typically handle things like this quickly. Well, the Acupuncture really wanted to be here, huh? Next turn, even if I don't have a 1-drop, I'd rather not waste Acupuncture just for the chance of getting Ethereal later to proc it like that. I mean, if I top deck Orbital Halo, God knows I'm playing it. But I don't, so I won't. I'm gonna just spend the mana then. Get that extra bomb. Yeah, it's -1/-1, but it's still +1 more attack on the board, so it's fine. It is fine. That's a bitch, but not that big a bitch. Ooh, that's a good T.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
Would be a damn shame if he has another one, not gonna lie. Doesn't do anything Da Vinci, he's on the road to dying. That doesn't look Da Vinci to me. Acceptable. Easy. Very nice. Okay, that was a nice little quickie now, wasn't it? Nice little quickie to the face. Turn 5, by the way. Turn 5, by the way. It's the rogue, the real testicle of time.
Watch your back.
I will protect the Alliance.
The fuck you will. Can't really keep any of these. If I was going second, I think I could have held on to Ethereal, but not like this. If these are now 1-drops, man, fuck. That's a 1-drop. Nice if we get a spell. It's a spell. I guess next turn, if it's still alive, I could do this and that. Still better. Okay, if it is alive, let's fucking go then.
Twist their power. Pull out. Sorry.
Keep on panning.
Keep on panning. That was sexual.
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
It's just giants are getting nice and discounted for them. Backstab. Sad. But not that bad. Does my 1/3 live? Your next healing effect deals damage. Sadly not first each turn. I'ma just play this guy. Shouldn't have too good of a time killing it.
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
Fan of Knives gets him. Okay. Let's transfer 6 mana for him right now, so that's good. Frack. Well, it died, but spent a lot of stuff for it, so I guess acceptable. Oh, he's filling it another way. Oh, he wants me to take the damage, okay. Okay, that ain't too bad. I wonder if he's gonna handle it with Divine Shield now.
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
Taking a lot of damage out of these Nightshades because of this thing. I should have actually used one first. Would have taken one less damage that way.
True arcane magic. How enigmatic.
One less asteroid in there. Miss me with that shit. There you go. Did he get wrecked? Please get wrecked. Did he try to backstab? Hey, how's it going, random? It's been a while, brother. Hey, finally, dude. The guy does work. Results speak for themselves.
I get
Fucking got him. The Zilly inclusion carried hard there. Neato. Let's keep at it, let's keep at it. Some of that top MMR gameplay. Dude felt smart leaving it on the board for that free extra damage. Not so smart now. Not so smart now. You know, ain't no biggie.
watch.
Uber Ninja. See how that feel.
I will protect the Alliance.
Going second, I'll hold on to Ethereal, a single of it. Perfect. Yeah. Hey, happy to hear, Jim. That's a pretty good choice. What's my favorite deck? I mean, I really enjoyed Hydration Druid, but Egg Hunter, I think, is at a close second for me. It's a pretty enjoyable deck as well. Okay. He could be Shafar, he could be Cycle.
Relax your mind.
Yeah. Gold Jammer. Well, let's make this bigger.
Killing stress.
Miss me with that shit. Okay. Acceptable, I guess. That one would have been that backstab anyway, so he probably also drew it. Mixologist. I mean, right now I don't have anything too amazing for the ethereal coin play. I don't want to play any one-drop spells, so I'd rather Mixologist this turn. Plus 2 health might be interesting. These are shite. God damn it, these are so bad. Literally the worst. Card draw, reborn. 3 damage. Freeze at least, something, but not these. Fucking hell.
Feeling stressed?
He should be seeing his ethereal right about now, but who knows, maybe he got unlucky.
Muzzle there!
Oh, okay. Orbital Halo. Cool thing about this guy is it's actually a permanent effect. I don't need to do it this turn, so let's go ahead and do this.
Twist their power. Show them the shadows!
Let's diversify.
Feeling stressed?
Let's just hope I don't forget the healing part. Giants down to 4, now to 1. He will be dropping Giants this turn, sadly.
Choose soon.
Witness true arcane magic.
Okay.
How enigmatic.
Okay, it doesn't bounce it at least. That's something. Okay.
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
Okay, I got a bunch of damage for next turn. He's showing 12 right now. Mean ideal 10 this turn. Next turn he's dead to a single holy, so I think I roll the dice. 8 damage off lethal for him, but he shouldn't be killing me. So yeah, these Shadow Touched are actually not a horrible turn 1 play, as long as you remember not to heal your face or minion. These guys don't heal. Doobie S. Doobie! I give up.
too soon. Muzzle their magic.
Gatti. Noble attempt. Neat. Yeah, today we're crushing it with this thing. This thing be crushing it. Another Druid. This should be fun, especially if we curve. But so far we're not curving.
A new song begins.
This is quite the opposite of a curve. This is a straight dumpster fire. Okay, much better, much better. Where them 2 drops? That's also working. Still gonna play this. Surely I'll get a spell by the time this thing dies, hopefully. Top deck Halo would be amazeballs. Power Chord would be fine. That's nasty. Well, I guess I'll proc it like this. Let's try this guy. Acceptable. Ooh, in this case, much better. Much better. Could get a copy of this. Oh man.
I smell golden in their water.
I don't want to have 3 minions only, man, not gonna lie. But I do like the Ethereal. Yeah, I'll still do it like this.
Keep on panning.
Still do it like this. Because MC Tech next turn would be great for him. Druids run it super hard. This guy runs 2 MC Techs. Okay, he's curving out super well. Alas, he's curving out as well as he could hope for. 3 damage to all minions ain't it. Well, at this point I can't play around. +2 health is kinda hyped. Could have 7 mana Zilly, 2 mana Arcanite. Those were the 2 options. Okay, there's that MC Tech we played around a turn ago. Definitely was worth it. Okay, let's go like this.
Witness
This and next turn Ziliax is probably coming, sadly.
How enigmatic.
You will never die!
Thirsty for more? Get your own pan. Keep on panning.
Next turn I can Ethereal, Nightshade something into Hot Souls. There it is. Is he gonna leave my spell damage? No, he's gonna double tap it. Okay. Ooh. Wish I could target that.
I must consider.
Well, it's gonna have to be like this, but this is trying to look pretty sketchy.
Witness true arcane magic. How enigmatic.
Again, could have done that first, so I negate the second proc.
Corruption from within!
Pretty shit that I have to dump so much shit into it though. I don't think we're ever winning anymore. Too much damage lost.
Wait, I'm rich.
I always had to attack triple because I didn't have anything good left on the boards. At this point, hydration totally screws me. Okay.
Shaking a stud.
I smell gold in their waters. Get your own pan. Spells are trash.
That's about it, I think.
Keep on
Okay,
panning.
I'm gonna mana card draw. At this point, if I went for the Ethereal, it was only drawing me an Acupuncture, so I don't know about that. Extra damage, sure, but not that much. Okay, he's gonna freeze this shit. Oh, what? Are you drugs? I guess he can,
Stop and smell.
he could have drawn Ziliax, I mean Hydration. Okay then, let's see. I have 8 from hand. So I'm missing 3 damage. Why didn't I pick 3 damage there? Sad. I'm still doing it.
Twist their power.
I don't need to do it right now. I could get lethal through this. 16 chance. There you fucking go. I did not expect we're taking this one home, I can tell you that much. Play to your outs, guys. As low as those outs might be, they ain't gonna out themselves. You gotta help them a little. Wasn't costing me too much to try for it, so 16% chance sounds like a lot more than 0% chance, I can tell you that much, yeah? Another Druid. What is up with that, guys? Thank you for the follow, Blue Monk.
Anduin versus Malfurion.
The nightmare.
Yeah, and Kiliax is something else. How's it going, Beerno? Welcome, welcome, bud. Big house. How big is it? Well, banner is cool and all. It's better than no 2-drop, that's for sure. But if I get the Shadow Ascendant, I'd rather play that. Is Grift a must-have in the deck? You can try it without him, but he does make it a bit better. Yeah, this thing really wanted to be a part of this game, huh? Instead of Grifta, you can slap in an extra Nightshade Tea. You could try Pip, even though I'm not really sure what she's doing in this one. This one is slightly different, I think, Beerno. This one is a tad different from the one I used last time. I think I'm gonna coin this Gorgonzormu. Might even use it next turn. The sooner the better. Especially if he doesn't ramp. Well, definitely using it. And I'm gonna separate. Okay. Do I spend the mana? Nah, I'd rather use it with the Ethereal later. MC Tech is obviously a play for him here. Hopefully he doesn't have it for a change. 43% chance for him to have it. Doesn't have it. Oh, no, fuck this. Fuck is this? Fuck is this, dude? Some kind of Lungo or something? Good thing I didn't waste this, I can tell you that much.
Witness true
Can't stop winning with it today. That's a bummer. If I top deck my 1-drop Shadow touched. Kvaldir. That's my only lethal, I think, and I did. Wow, easiest games of our lives, guys. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. Ain't gonna tempo itself. Final loss, let's fucking go. Can't stop winning, can't stop winning. A lot of Druids today. A very bigger than normal amount of Druids today.
Anduin versus the Thunder King.
I am energy made manifest.
I will protect the Alliance.
Against the Shaman, face off again. Golden card back and everything. Have the coin. I think I try like this, really hope I get a 1-drop. That is not it. Fuck. There you fucking go.
Oh, it's healing. I have healing.
Okay, well, I'm gonna drop this. Well, still, I mean, if he kills it, I'm just gonna heal him anyway, so I think I'd rather try and save the 2-3 here. Probably not so much gem. Oh, that's a damn fucking shame. That's a damn fucking shame, because he heals back to full and everything. Is he big shaman or some shit?
Witness true arcane enigmatic.
Nightshade tea. I'ma feed him. Thank you for the follow, Oldo. Welcome. Okay, I can AoE the shit out of him. I'd rather save the AoE for the cheese. Let's keep on drawing them spells. It's a little bit damaging here, but still.
Job done.
Shit. Come on, play the cheese, see what happens. Okay. That's huge.
Who needs healing? I have healing. Oh, pull out. Sorry.
Your spells are tragic.
Kinda wanted to make a copy of that, but guess I could have if I didn't play the free. Kinda wanted to play the free though. One or two Shadow Ascendants. This one has two. The last one died tragically. Is he gonna hex it? Sure, bud. It's a lot of mana. Guess I won't be able to copy. Bummer. Bummer. Really wish I could draw.
One dose solves any problem.
Who needs healing? I have healing. You will never die. Oh, pull out. Sorry.
If I top deck the shadow touched, he's done. Unless I'm done in the process. Right now Bloodlust does not kill me. It actually kills me if he has the 1 damage, the 1 mana 2 damage frogs. Would be a little bit too convenient having both rolls gifts though. He doesn't have it. 12% chance to get it. Come on, we always draw it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Always. Always. Zeph in this deck? I can see it happening, but I don't know. This guy Highlander or some shit? In this economy? Frogs. Well, Shadow Touch or bust. That is kind of a bust. Or is it? Last drink. If it was not the last drink, it was a clear. Come on, man. That could work. 2 damage to everything is still not gonna work. Free damage AoE leaves me in the game, clears the boards. I guess I can do that. Yeah, 1 drink off.
Who needs healing? I have healing.
Oh, hold up. What just happened? Oh, the draw thing. Right. Totally forgot about that. Okay. Well, we're not dead. This could kill him next turn. This could draw me a card next turn. He's not Highlander. He still could be. Shit. It's fine. GG. Fucking Elmon. What a game. He had a fucking Faldier, showed up last second. Nice! Well, I don't know. This deck really performed for me today. We did slight adjustments from last time, but this deck did not hurt as much when I priest as it normally does. Damn, let's see what we got. Top 100, is that you? Or are we too late to the party? Let's fucking go. Told you top 100. Boom, motherfucker. Boom, motherfucker. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Nice, nice. Who cares? It's the fucking 7th. We're still playing against top 100. I always question myself if we're still playing against top 100, but we're still playing against top 100. What do you mean? It's right there, guys. It's right there. I keep writing I'm playing against top MMR. You guys are like, what does that even mean? This is what it fucking means. It's always this. It's always this. We never go slow. We never get the easy matchups. It's always against top 100 tryhards like me. With the slight difference that they're not switching their decks left and right for content. With the slight difference they have hundreds of games on their decks. And I'm here with 10 games per fucking deck and still climbing top 100. How do we do it? Honestly, I have no idea, guys. Honestly, I have no idea at this point. I'm as surprised as you are. What else should we play today? This deck was fire. This deck was fire. 6-0 or some shit.